Yo, what's up, chat? So, Marcus Mars has been out in the meta for what's basically 3 days now. And based on critical analysis, watching tons of gameplay, and hearing feedback from many people, I have come up with like the perfect or close to perfect guide to playing this guy. Because in League, I've been seeing so many people play this guy wrong, and I am just here to teach y'all how to play this guy properly, right? So Mars is a pure runner, and many of you Bounty Rush players that are from the newer era don't know what a pure runner is. that kind of meta ended long ago, like 3 years ago. So pure runners are very rare. The latest one that we had, other than Mars, is probably Fujitora, Light Element Fujitora. Anyway, the way how Mars works is that you're gonna want to go for flags. Stay on flags. Don't leave flags. Flags are like your girlfriend, right? You're gonna be sticking on to every flag that you can find. You capture a flag, immediately go for another flag. Don't fight. Don't even look in the direction of your teammate. Don't look what's going on. Just capture flags. Don't think. Just flag. Just put flag in your brain. That's how Mars works. If you do anything else, he will suck. I kinda dislike that they made him that way, but at the same time, I'm very happy. I did not want another Juro. Anyway, now that we've gotten what kind of unity is out of the way, I'd like to deep dive into how you're actually supposed to use his kit, right? So as we all know, he's an elder, therefore he has lives. But this one has a bit of an issue. Saturn starts with lives. Nasjuro starts with lives. But this guy, he starts with none of them. So what you're gonna wanna do is immediately, and yes, I mean immediately, capture the first flag. I know that this has been heavily frowned upon for like the dawn of OPBR's time, but this guy, OPBR made him in such a way that you have to capture the first flag. Capture the first flag to get your first gauge. When you get your first gauge, your immediate goal after that is to gun to the middle flag and get the flag. That's your goal. Get flags, capture the middle flag. But if you run into your direct counter there like S-Snake or Yonji, immediately flee, run away. But if it's not your direct counter, and they even have a slight chance against you, just spam the living heck out of the flag skill to get your gauges and you'll be fine. But attackers, runners, they're pretty much kind of buns against you on flags. Even Zonji. If a Zonji tries to fight you on a flag, you will not lose to him, right? So what you're gonna want to do is just stick to the flags and avoid your defender counters. Everybody else pretty much light work. As long as you stick to the flags are your best friend. Now, what about the skills, right? So we know that Mars has 3 skills in total, 2 base ones and 1 when he's on the flag. Now, the thing with Mars is, unless it's in the first 15 seconds of the game and the last 15 seconds, you do not want to use his skill 2. I'm not talking about the flag skill 2, I'm talking about the base skill 2. The flame skill 2 that people use to get defense. Don't use it. Why? Mars is very squishy. And he has a lot, and I mean a lot of counters in the meta right now. He's revived so many units, not even funny. Even Kumabani can kill him, which I did not expect to be able to, but yeah, Kumabani can kill him. Garb still can't, but yeah. But Kumabani can definitely murder you. Anyway, what you're gonna basically want to do is save the skill 2 to survive units like Sanji, Kumabani, even escape units like S-Snake in a way, if you get what I'm saying. Anyway, why I'm saying all of this is because many YouTubers record gameplays and make it seem like the guy's invincible. Like, Zonji doesn't counter him, they're lying to you. He does, and he does it quite easily. The only way you're not being one-shotted by your counters is if you're on the flag, which is why I told you to stick to the flag like it's your girlfriend, right? Because the second you capture a flag, you lose the ability to gain stacks, right? If somebody pins you down there and you don't have your skill 2 because you wasted it to get to the flag, you're cooked, which is primarily the reason why I told you to save your skill 2, right? Your skill 2 is your best friend. Do not lose it. Now, what about the skill 1? This is where I go into medal sets, right? The next thing that you're gonna want to be working on with this guy is medal sets. You're gonna want to use the triple Kaido set. That's definitely the best set for him because his skill 1 is his only mobility. Because you're not supposed to be using skill 2, don't use it. Believe me, you need it to survive being one tapped by Zonji. When you're not using your skill 2, your only form of mobility is skill 1, and he's a very, very slow runner. So you're gonna need a lot of skill 1. So use the Kaido set because you're getting hit a lot. After you use the Kaido set, you should see great improvements in your gameplay with Mars because you're gonna have your skill 1 more to use. And as I said before, you're not supposed to be using your skill 2. I cannot say this more than enough. It's only supposed to be used to escape your hard counters. Anyway, if you don't have the Kaido set, there's a bunch of other sets that you can use. One being the CP0 set, right? Now, because of how slow Mars is as a runner, you can use the Kaku. The Kaku medal is non-negotiable. That's one of the medals that have to be in that set. You can use 2 other make sure that it's skill 1 based CP0 medals. There's a lot of CP0 or Cypherfall units in the game, so you can use any skill 1 medal that is associated with Cypherpole, and a speed medal like the Kaku medal, right? But he's the only of his kind. And if you only have like 2 Kaido medals, you can use the Red Rock Luffy medal. Not the old Red Rock one, the dark Red Rock Luffy medal. Or the new Red Rock Luffy medal. That medal has a speed boost as well, and you can use it with 2 Kaido medals to basically move around quicker. So yeah, the CP0 medals with Kaku medal, which is non-negotiable, very good for moving around with mobility. As long as you use those sets, you play the guy correctly, and you're not doing anything stupid like fighting Zonji for some odd reason, you'll be fine, right? This unit is phenomenal as a runner, and I'm very glad that Bandai released a pure runner instead of another Nosjuro type attacker unit. And I never expected him to be an attacking type unit even before his release, and I realized that that's one of the things that makes people call him mid nowadays. But if you actually paid attention and saw all of the percentage damage in his kit, you would immediately know that he's supposed to, and only supposed to, capture flags and slightly whittle down the enemy as you run. When you get the 3 gauges, you don't even need to save your skill 2 anymore. That's basically your saving grace, but I still would recommend keeping it in case you don't manage to capture the flag in time. That skill is absolutely necessary for surviving your counters. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really apologize for the lack of edits and crazy stuff in this video, but I just wanted to get all of the main points across without being too flashy. Peace out, God bless y'all.